This is from Clutch Points. 3 major fixes the Browns must make this offseason to reach the playoffs in 2023. Number 3, that defense. Cleveland's defense surrendered better than 22 points per game. 19th place overall, 18th with a 39.53 success rate against on third downs, and 23rd in red zone touchdowns given up. So that's not good. 2, fortify the offensive line. According to Spot Track, Browns offensive are top 10 in the league offensive line spending. However, the investment did not return big dividends 2022. Cleveland struggled to protect quarterback. Browns 24th in offensive sack rate. Cleveland did not pass the ball a lot, relatively speaking, still allowed 44 sacks. A lot of that is because Deshaun Watson's kind of getting used to it, and they switched quarterback styles in the middle of the year. Number 1, find ways to unlock the real Deshaun Watson. Whether Watson's underperformance first season with Browns because of his rust, offensive line, lack of depth downfield weaponry, Browns have to find ways to unlock the top form, dual-threat quarterback. Brad, I think all those except the offensive line are very valid. I think they have the talent on the offensive line. I think they're spending a lot on it. I think the most important thing, stop the run and find a way to make Deshaun Watson explosive. Those are the 2, if you want me to boil it down even a little further.
Yeah, I would totally agree. When you talk about the offensive line, I think health had a lot to do with it. So, they were kind of banged up. And even the guys that were playing, Dave, so if you look at like Wyatt Teller and really the right side of that offensive line, Conklin, I believe they were both playing injured for much of the year. So you're not getting like their best performance, and we're not just talking about like nicks and their normal wear and tear of a season. I think they were significantly injured because Wyatt Teller was a different guy than we saw the year before, and that's the only explanation I can come up with there. So I expect them to be fine on the offensive line. I'm sure that they will add somebody maybe late in the draft to try to help with depth, but I think they'll be fine there. As far as the defensive tackle room, that's point 1A, right, for them. And a lot of people want to talk about like Daron Payne and guys like that, but those guys are going to cost $20 million, Dave. I think you could get 2 guys in the $7 to $8 million range and fortify the middle there. Like, you don't just need 1 guy, you need 2 guys and probably a third for depth there. I don't see much on the roster now sticking around except for maybe Perion Winfrey. I don't know what Schwartz can do with Elliott and Brian, you know what I mean? Brian. So maybe he can turn Elliott into something, but